Whispering Woods, unveiling Ohio's haunted forests welcome brave souls and curious wanderers to a journey that ventures beyond the ordinary into the shadowy realms of Ohio's most haunted forests. In this chilling exploration, we will tread carefully through the dense canopies and mist-laden paths where the whispers of the past echo with an eerie persistence. These forests, steeped in history and shrouded in mystery, hold secrets that have intrigued and terrified generations. Ohio, often celebrated for its vibrant cities and picturesque landscapes, harbors a darker side that calls to those who dare to explore the unknown. Our haunted forests are not merely collections of trees. They are living tapestries woven with tales of tragedy, spectral sightings, and unexplained phenomena that blur the lines between the natural and supernatural. As twilight descends and the world grows quiet, these woods transform into realms where the veil between worlds thins, inviting those who seek the thrill of the paranormal to step closer. In this article, we aim to guide you through some of the most notoriously haunted forests in Ohio, each with its own unique story and spectral inhabitants. From the ghostly figures that roam the moonlit clearings to the unsettling sounds that drift through the night air, these locations offer more than just a walk in the woods. They promise an experience that will linger in your memory long after you've left their eerie embrace. Whether you're a seasoned ghost hunter, a lover of chilling tales, or simply someone intrigued by the mysteries of the unseen, this journey promises to captivate your imagination and send shivers down your spine. So, gather your courage, sharpen your senses, and prepare to delve deep into the heart of Ohio's haunted wilderness. Let us embark together on this thrilling adventure, where every rustle of leaves and flicker of shadow might just be a ghostly greeting from the spirits of your moonlit shadows. The enchanted beginnings of Wayne National Forest. Our journey into the haunted heart of Ohio begins at the sprawling expanse of Wayne National Forest, a vast woodland that stretches over 240,000 acres across the southeastern part of the state. Established in 1934, this forest is not only Ohio's largest but also one of its most historically rich and eerily captivating. Originally inhabited by Native American tribes such as the Shawnee and the Delaware, Wayne National Forest has witnessed centuries of human activity, from ancient hunting grounds to frontier settlements, each layer adding to its spectral tapestry. The historical backdrop of Wayne National Forest is deeply intertwined with tales of tragedy and loss, elements that often serve as catalysts for haunting legends. During the early 19th century, the forest was a battleground for conflicts between settlers and Native Americans, leading to numerous skirmishes and bloodshed. The remnants of old homesteads and forgotten graves dot the landscape, serving as silent witnesses to the lives lost and stories untold. It is said that the spirits of soldiers and settlers still wander these woods, their restless energies trapped in a liminal space between life and death. Among the myriad of ghost stories associated with Wayne National Forest, the tale of the White Woman of the Woods stands out as particularly haunting. According to local lore, a young woman dressed in white is often seen wandering along the forest trails, her form illuminated by the pale light of the moon. Some believe she is the spirit of a settler's wife who perished in a fire that consumed her home, while others claim she is a Native American maiden searching for her lost love. Witnesses describe her as ethereal, moving silently through the trees, her presence marked by a sudden drop in temperature and a feeling of profound sadness. The forest is also infamous for its eerie auditory phenomena. Visitors frequently report hearing disembodied voices and the sound of footsteps crunching on leaves when no one is around. These phantom sounds are often accompanied by the distant strains of music, believed to be the echoes of old-time gatherings that once took place in now abandoned clearings. Campers and hikers speak of nights filled with inexplicable noises, whispers that seem to come from all directions, laughter that fades into silence, and the unmistakable cry of a child calling out in the darkness. Perhaps the most spine-chilling aspect of Wayne National Forest is its reputation as a hotspot for UFO sightings and other unexplained aerial phenomena. Over the years, numerous reports have emerged of strange lights hovering above the treetops, moving erratically and defying the laws of physics. These sightings, coupled with the forest's already mysterious atmosphere, have led many to speculate about interdimensional portals or extraterrestrial visitations. Paranormal investigators flock to the area, hoping to capture evidence of these enigmatic occurrences, adding another layer of intrigue to the forest's haunted legacy. Wayne National Forest serves as a perfect introduction to our exploration of Ohio's haunted locales, setting a tone of eerie anticipation and intrigue. As we step away from the sunlit glades into the dimly lit thickets of this ancient woodland, we invite you to keep your senses sharp and your mind open to the whispers of the past that may still linger within these haunted groves. Here, every snapping twig and flickering shadow might just be a spectral signal from the spirits of yore. Whispers beneath the canopy, the eerie echoes of Salt Fork State Park. As we venture further into the haunted heartlands of Ohio, our next stop takes us to Salt Fork State Park, a sprawling sanctuary nestled in Guernsey County. Known as Ohio's largest state park, Salt Fork spans over 17,000 acres of rugged terrain, encompassing dense woodlands, serene lakes, and hidden valleys. This picturesque landscape, however, hides a sinister underbelly, a realm where ghostly figures and chilling phenomena disrupt the tranquility of nature's embrace. Salt Fork's haunted reputation is anchored by several infamous ghost stories that have been passed down through generations. One of the most spine-tingling tales involves the Lady of the Lake, a spectral figure often spotted gliding across the waters of Salt Fork Lake. Dressed in flowing white garments, her translucent form appears as if walking on water, her mournful gaze fixed on something unseen. Local legend suggests she is the spirit of a young woman who drowned tragically in the lake during the early 1900s. Her apparition is typically seen during the full moon, casting an ethereal glow that seems to emanate from within her ghostly silhouette. Another haunting narrative centers around the Old Kennan House, a historic and located near the park's boundaries. Built in 1836, this charming structure offers more than just quaint accommodations. It is reputedly home to multiple spirits. Guests and staff alike have reported encounters with the ghost of a Civil War soldier who paces the halls late at night, his heavy boots echoing ominously against the wooden floors. There are also accounts of a playful child spirit who giggles and runs through the rooms, sometimes even tugging at bedcovers or rearranging items when no one is looking. These spectral residents make the Kennan House a popular destination for paranormal enthusiasts seeking first-hand encounters with the supernatural. Beyond individual ghost stories, Salt Fork State Park is rife with general paranormal activities that defy conventional explanation. Campers have recounted experiences of being awakened by the sound of whispering voices just outside their tents, though no one is visible when they investigate. Others describe seeing strange lights dancing among the trees at night, resembling will-o'-the-wisps that lead the curious deeper into the forest before vanishing without a trace. The sensation of being watched is pervasive throughout the park, with many visitors reporting a prickling sensation on the back of their necks, as if unseen eyes are tracking their every move. Photographic anomalies are also common in Salt Fork. Numerous visitors have captured images of orbs floating mysteriously in the air, while others have photographed shadowy figures lurking in the background of otherwise ordinary shots. These visual disturbances add a tangible element to the park's haunted aura, providing physical evidence that fuels both fear and fascination among those who dare to document their experiences. The park's dense foliage and secluded trails amplify its eerie ambience, creating an ideal environment for ghostly manifestations. The rustling of leaves and snapping of twigs often betray the presence of unseen entities, while sudden drops in temperature leave explorers shivering despite the warmth of summer nights. Some areas of the park, particularly the more remote sections, are known for their oppressive silence, a stark contrast to the bustling wildlife usually present, adding to the sense of isolation and unease. Ghostly trails, the sinister secrets of Hocking Hills State Park. Continuing our spectral odyssey through Ohio's haunted forests, we arrive at Hocking Hills State Park, a region renowned for its breathtaking natural beauty and equally compelling ghost stories. Nestled in the southeastern part of the state, Hocking Hills encompasses a series of dramatic rock formations, cascading waterfalls, and deep gorges carved by time and water. However, beneath its stunning vistas lies a tapestry of haunting tales that weave through the very fabric of the park's identity, making it a must-visit for those drawn to the supernatural. One of the most famous ghost stories associated with Hocking Hills revolves around the Blue Lady. This spectral figure is often sighted near the Old Man's Cave area, a popular spot known for its towering hemlock trees and the eponymous cave formed by the Black Hand sandstone. According to legend, the Blue Lady is the spirit of a woman who met a tragic end in the cave during the late 19th century. Visitors have described seeing a blue-hued apparition wandering along the trails, her form shimmering faintly under the moonlight. Some claim that she beckons passers-by towards the cave, perhaps seeking help or companionship in her eternal solitude. Adjacent to Old Man's Cave, Ash Cave presents its own set of eerie narratives. This massive recess cave, one of the largest in Ohio, is said to be haunted by the ghost of a Native American chief. Witnesses report seeing a tall, imposing figure draped in traditional attire standing at the entrance of the cave, watching silently as people pass by. The chief's spirit is believed to guard the sacred grounds, ensuring that the land remains untouched by those who would disrespect its sanctity. On quiet nights, the sound of drums and chanting can sometimes be heard echoing from within the cave, a haunting reminder of the rituals once performed there. Hocking Hills' reputation for paranormal activity extends beyond these specific locations, permeating the entire park with an unsettling atmosphere. Many hikers recount experiencing sudden chills despite the mild weather, as if an icy breath has passed through them. Others describe hearing the distinct sound of footsteps following them along the trails, though turning around reveals no one behind. The sensation of being watched is prevalent, with many visitors reporting a prickling sensation on the back of their necks, as if invisible eyes are tracking their every move. Photographic anomalies are common in Hocking Hills, adding a tangible element to its haunted allure. Orbs of light frequently appear in photographs taken within the park, floating mysteriously in the air or hovering near the caves and waterfalls. Shadowy figures have also been captured in snapshots, standing just out of reach or disappearing into the dense foliage. These visual disturbances serve as physical evidence of the park's spectral inhabitants, fueling both fear and fascination among those who document their experiences. The phantom footsteps of Mohican State Parkour exploration of Ohio's haunted forests leads us next to Mohican State Park, a serene yet enigmatic haven nestled in the rolling hills of Ashland County. Known for its lush forests, picturesque river, and rugged hiking trails, Mohican offers a tranquil escape for nature lovers. However, beneath its idyllic surface lies a realm of spectral mysteries, where ghostly apparitions and chilling phenomena disrupt the peaceful ambience of the wilderness. One of the most compelling ghost stories associated with Mohican State Park involves the spirit of a young girl known as the Phantom of Pleasant Hill. According to local lore, she haunts the area around Pleasant Hill Lake, a man-made reservoir that forms the centerpiece of the park. Witnesses have reported seeing a small, translucent figure wandering along the shoreline, her form barely visible in the mist that often blankets the area. She is said to wear a tattered dress from a bygone era, her expression one of sorrow and longing. Some claim she is the ghost of a child who drowned in the lake during the early 20th century, forever searching for her family who never returned for her. Another haunting narrative centers around the Hemlock Bridge Trail, a popular path that winds through dense hemlock groves and along the clear fork of the Mohican River. Here, visitors have recounted eerie encounters with a spectral figure known as the Wraith of the Woods. Described as a tall, shadowy presence, this apparition is often seen standing motionless among the trees, its form dissolving into the darkness as quickly as it appears. Those who have glimpsed the wraith report feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, as if the air itself is charged with malevolent energy. The bridge itself is a focal point for paranormal activity, with many claiming to hear the creak of footsteps crossing the wooden planks, though no one is ever seen. Mohican State Park is also rife with auditory phenomena that defy logical explanation. Campers and hikers frequently report hearing disembodied voices and the sound of children laughing and playing, even in areas far removed from any recreational facilities. These phantom sounds are often accompanied by the distant tolling of a bell, reminiscent of the old church bells that once rang in the nearby townships. Some attribute these noises to the spirits of pioneers and settlers who once called the area home, their echoes lingering long after their mortal lives ended. Photographic anomalies are commonplace in Mohican, adding a tangible dimension to its haunted reputation. Countless visitors have captured images of orbs floating mysteriously in the air, their ethereal glow contrasting sharply with the natural surroundings. Shadowy figures have also been photographed lurking in the background of otherwise ordinary shots, their forms indistinct yet undeniably present. These visual disturbances provide a glimpse into the spectral world that coexists with the park's natural beauty, challenging skeptics and believers alike to reconsider the boundaries of reality. The mysterious murmurings of Stroud's Run State Park's spectral journey through Ohio's haunted forests brings us to Stroud's Run State Park, a lesser-known gem tucked away in the Appalachian foothills of Athens County. Spanning over 2,600 acres, this park combines the rugged beauty of dense woodlands with the serene expanse of Dow Lake, offering visitors a tranquil retreat. Yet beneath its placid surface, Stroud's Run harbors a collection of ghost stories and paranormal phenomena that rival its more famous counterparts, making it a compelling chapter in our haunted exploration point. One of the most enduring legends of Stroud's Run involves the ghost of a Civil War soldier, whose spectral figure has been sighted wandering the park's wooded trails. Known locally as the Sentry of Stroud's Run, this apparition is often described as a tall, gaunt man clad in tattered Union Army garb. Witnesses recount seeing him pacing along the paths near the lake, his movements mechanical and deliberate, as if on eternal patrol. Some claim he is the spirit of a soldier who deserted his post and was executed for his betrayal, doomed to relive his final march through the forest indefinitely. Visitors have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness in his presence, as if the weight of his guilt and regret lingers in the air. Another haunting tale centers around the ruins of an old cabin located deep within the park. Once inhabited by a reclusive hermit named Elias Granger, the crumbling structure now serves as a focal point for paranormal activity. Locals speak of hearing the sound of a hammer striking nails and the creak of floorboards, as if Elias is still working on repairs despite his long absence. On foggy nights, the silhouette of a man can sometimes be seen moving inside the cabin, visible only as a dark outline against the faint glow of a lantern. Those brave enough to approach the ruins report feeling a cold breeze emanating from within, carrying with it the scent of damp earth and decay. Stroud's Run is also notorious for its auditory hauntings, which range from the mundane to the utterly bizarre. Campers frequently describe hearing the sound of children laughing and playing in the distance, though the park is devoid of any organized recreational activities for youngsters. These phantom giggles are often accompanied by the clatter of dishes and cutlery, suggesting a ghostly picnic taking place in the woods. Others have reported hearing the distinct clip-clop of horse hooves on the dirt paths, a relic of the park's past when wagons and carriages traversed its grounds. The sensation of being followed is pervasive, with many visitors describing the feeling of unseen eyes tracking their every move, heightening the sense of unease that permeates the area. Photographic anomalies abound in Stroud's Run, providing tangible evidence of its haunted reputation. The enchanted echoes of Tar Hollow State Park's spectral expedition through Ohio's haunted forests leads us to Tar Hollow State Park, a mystical enclave nestled in the rolling hills of Ross County. As Ohio's third-largest state park, Tar Hollow spans over 16,000 acres of diverse terrain, including dense forests, sparkling streams, and rugged ridges. Despite its natural splendor, the park harbors a collection of ghost stories and paranormal phenomena that render it one of the most intriguing destinations for those drawn to the supernatural. One of the most compelling ghost stories associated with Tar Hollow involves the legend of the Whispering Pines. Deep within the park, there exists a secluded grove of ancient pine trees, their towering forms creating a natural cathedral of green. The spectral sentinels of Shawnee State Forest. Nestled in the southernmost reaches of Ohio, Shawnee State Forest sprawls across 63,000 acres of rugged terrain, making it one of the largest contiguous forests in the state. Often referred to as the Little Smokies, due to its resemblance to the Great Smoky Mountains, this vast woodland is a mosaic of dense oak-hickory forests, winding rivers, and steep ridges. Yet, beneath its breathtaking vistas and serene landscapes lies a realm steeped in spectral legends and eerie phenomena, where the shadows seem to breathe with an otherworldly life. Shawnee State Forest's haunted reputation is deeply intertwined with its rich history, which dates back to the indigenous tribes that once called this land home. The Shawnee, Seneca, and Delaware peoples thrived here, their lives intricately connected to the rhythms of the forest. However, the arrival of European settlers brought conflict and upheaval, leaving behind a tapestry of tragedies that echo through the ages. These historical scars contribute to the forest's spectral allure, where the spirits of the past refuse to be forgotten. One of the most haunting tales associated with Shawnee State Forest involves the ghost of a hermit known as Old Man Jones. According to local lore, Jones lived in isolation deep within the forest during the late 19th century, shunning society and relying solely on the land for sustenance. His solitary existence ended tragically when he was found dead in his makeshift cabin, having succumbed to exposure during a harsh winter. Visitors to the forest have reported encountering a gaunt, spectral figure wandering the trails, his hollow eyes reflecting the moonlight. Some claim he is searching for supplies or perhaps companionship, his ghostly form fading into the mist as dawn approaches. Another chilling narrative centers around the crying woman of Turkey Creek. This spectral figure is often sighted near the banks of Turkey Creek, her form draped in a flowing white gown, her sobs echoing through the trees. Legend has it that she is the spirit of a young woman who drowned in the creek during the early 20th century, her life cut short by a tragic accident. Those who have encountered her describe a profound sense of sorrow emanating from her presence, as if her grief has seeped into the very soil of the forest. Her cries are most audible during the full moon, when the silver light casts an ethereal glow over the rippling waters. Shawnee State Forest is also notorious for its auditory hauntings, which range from the subtle to the profoundly unsettling. Campers frequently describe hearing the sound of distant drums and chanting, reminiscent of the rituals once performed by the indigenous tribes. These phantom noises are often accompanied by the rustling of leaves and the snapping of twigs, as if unseen feet are treading softly through the underbrush. Others have reported hearing the distinct sound of children laughing and playing, though the forest is devoid of any recreational facilities for youngsters. The sensation of being watched is pervasive, with many visitors describing a prickling sensation on the back of their necks, as if unseen eyes are tracking their every move. Photographic anomalies are commonplace in Shawnee State Forest, adding a tangible dimension to its haunted reputation. Countless visitors have captured images of orbs floating mysteriously in the air, their ethereal glow contrasting sharply with the natural hues of the forest. Shadowy figures have also been photographed lurking in the background of otherwise ordinary shots, their forms indistinct yet undeniably present. These visual disturbances provide a bridge between the seen and unseen, challenging those who encounter them to question the nature of reality itself. The forest's dense foliage and secluded trails amplify its eerie ambience, creating an ideal environment for ghostly manifestations. The rustling of leaves and snapping of twigs often betray the presence of unseen entities, while sudden drops in temperature leave explorers shivering despite the warmth of summer nights. Some areas of the forest, particularly the more remote sections, are known for their oppressive silence, a stark contrast to the bustling wildlife usually present, adding to the sense of isolation and unease. Shawnee State Forest thus stands as a testament to the enduring power of ghost stories, where the beauty of nature is matched only by the mystery of the supernatural. Its haunted trails and spectral secrets invite those brave enough to explore its depths, challenging them to uncover the truths hidden within its shadowy embrace. As we conclude our journey through Ohio's haunted forests, Shawnee serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes, the most serene landscapes harbor the most haunting legacies. The haunting legacy of Ohio's ghostly guardians. As we draw our spectral journey through Ohio's haunted forests to a close, it becomes clear that these sites are more than mere backdrops to chilling tales. They are custodians of history, each imbued with a haunting legacy that transcends time. Wayne National Forest, with its ghostly apparitions and chilling footsteps, stands as a silent witness to the colonial governance and Native American conflicts that shaped early Ohio. Its spectral inhabitants, possibly remnants of a bygone era, remind us of the power dynamics and societal structures that once dictated life within its expansive bounds. Similarly, Salt Fork State Park encapsulates a chapter of human resilience and vulnerability. The spectral echoes of settlers and soldiers continue to resonate, offering a poignant reminder of the fragility of human life against the backdrop of historical conflicts and tragedies. This site not only haunts with its ghostly activities but also educates us about the critical role these lands played in shaping the cultural and social fabric of Ohio. Hocking Hills and Mohican State Parks further enrich our understanding of Ohio's haunted narrative by highlighting the human cost of progress and the enduring connection to nature. The haunting tales of spectral figures and eerie phenomena serve as stark reminders of the sacrifices made in the name of development and the indelible marks left on the landscape by human hands. These parks challenge visitors to reflect on the balance between preserving natural beauty and acknowledging the past's darker chapters. Stroud's Run and Tar Hollow State Parks add another layer of spectral intrigue, with their stories of Civil War soldiers and industrious settlers. These narratives underscore the intersection of history and hauntings, where divine spaces become conduits for the supernatural. The ghostly sentinels of these parks remind us of the relentless pursuit of survival and prosperity, themes that resonate deeply within the human experience. Finally, Shawnee State Forest, with its dual history of indigenous habitation and European settlement, encapsulates the paradox of human endeavor, creation entwined with conflict. Its ghostly guardians, both settler and native, remind us of the sacrifices made in the name of progress and the indelible marks left on the landscape by human hands. To walk its paths is to tread upon the threshold of another world, where the boundaries between the living and the dead blur, and the echoes of history linger like a ghostly refrain. In essence, these haunted forests do more than entertain with their ghostly tales. They challenge us to confront the shadows of our past, to acknowledge the suffering and sacrifices that have paved the way for modern Ohio. They compel us to listen to the whispers of history, ensuring that the stories of those who came before continue to inform and influence our present. Thus, as we conclude our exploration, let us carry forward the lessons learned from these spectral guardians, honoring their memories by preserving the rich tapestry of history they protect. Embracing the shadows, a farewell to Ohio's haunted trails. As we wrap up this spectral sojourn through Ohio's haunted forests, we extend our deepest gratitude to you, intrepid explorers of the eerie and the unknown. Your curiosity and bravery have illuminated the darkened corridors of our state's most enigmatic locales, allowing the whispers of the past to reach new ears and open minds. Each haunted tale shared, each ghostly encounter recounted, not only enriches our understanding of Ohio's haunted heritage but also strengthens the bonds of our community, united by a shared fascination with the supernatural. We urge you, dear readers and viewers, to continue this exploration beyond the digital pages of our channel. Visit these sites yourselves, tread softly on their haunted grounds, and perhaps, just perhaps, you might catch a glimpse of the spectral figures that dwell within their shadows. Share your experiences, your chills, and your thrills with us and fellow enthusiasts. Engage with our content, comment, subscribe, and join our growing community of ghost hunters and storytellers. Let us keep the lanterns lit in the dark corridors of history, ensuring that the stories of Ohio's haunted places continue to captivate and terrify for generations to come. Until our next chilling chapter, stay curious, stay brave, and always keep an eye out for the shadows that linger a little too long. Thank you for joining us on this haunting journey, and remember, in the words of the timeless bard, "There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamed of in your philosophy."